Sunday morning, guys. What the song Ernie Smith sing about Sunday morning? He sang a song about Sunday morning. We have to find it and play a little bit for them. This the smell of fried chicken or something on a Sunday morning or something. I have to find that song. Anyways, Joe and I are heading out to the swap meet, and Jada's kind of laying across my bed. If I ever leave the house and I don't make my bed, I'm gonna come back and find kids in it, and that's even before I bought the adjustable bed. So she has to go clean up dog poop. But you guys know that I did my photo shoot. I showed you guys the pictures in the last vlog, right? See my banner? I didn't think I would have time to do it. Oh, I don't think this camera is doing it justice. So this is the picture that I took yesterday. This is what Angie made for me. Anyways, I was telling Jada that I look so different than when I was younger, like my 20s, 30s, 40s. And yeah, well, I'm still in my 40s. I'm 48. And yeah, I am older, so that's not what I'm trying to say. I have a different look. Yeah. And I told her I feel like a freaking Kardashian. Because if you see Kim Kardashian before she started to look like the way she looks now, she looks very uncommon, very unimportant, very not lookable. I mean, just plain. I wasn't ugly. She was never ugly, but she was just plain. And I don't even think she had dark hair. It was lighter, didn't go with her skin color, you know. And it's like, that's how I looked. I looked sweaty and and not ugly either, but just plain. And my hair color didn't go with my skin, and my makeup was non-existent. You know, I have a theory about people who don't wear makeup. They think they look that good. Because I used to be that. No, honestly, I never thought I looked that good. I just didn't know how to do the makeup. And then Jada came along, and she got into all these singing contests and talent shows. And she learned, I was putting makeup on her when she was little. And then she got a little bit older and learned how to do makeup and taught me. And that's how I achieved this look. Not this one, but the one in the picture. Anyways, Joe's waiting for me. Let me show you what I'm going to go buy. That's going to attach to this buckle. I bought this from a friend of mine years ago, but the belt has since gone out. I want to start wearing my my belt again. So let me hit it out of here. See the flowers, guys? Remember I showed you guys this in another vlog? See, I have some solid pinks. I don't think I have any solid yellow because they're all tie-dyed like this. But see, some of them are not open yet, but they'll get their turn. And these will open right now because it's so cool. Even though it's 8 o'clock in the morning, the sun's not out. And it's very cool this morning compared to the other few days, see? And these will open till the sun comes out, and then they'll close tight like this. And they'll stay closed all day. So I just wondered what it was. There was a small sprig of it, even smaller than this sprig right here, that was behind this tree when we first moved in. And on the way to work one day I got a flash of it, and I came back and I moved it and I put it here. And ever since then, every season it comes up in the spring, like the leaves like this will pop up in the spring, and then the flowers come in the summer fully, and they'll be beautiful like this all through September. See how they take over? That one just jumped over there by itself. And after September we have to cut them down because they start looking ugly. And I just wondered what they were, if anybody can tell me. And I enjoy them. I know they're a weed, but as far as I know, a weed is just something that's growing where it's not supposed to grow. Yeah, so I've always heard that a weed is not necessarily bad. It's just something that's growing where it's not supposed to grow. But of course, when you get the weeds in your lawn, that's ugly. After the swap meet, actually chilly today, huh, Joe? I can actually say it's chilly today. It's 64. We haven't seen 64 in the morning like this in such a long time. It's always been 85 in the morning like this. So we had a great 4th of July. All that food that you saw in the picture, no, we didn't eat all that food. We had a normal size plate, and then we put up the rest for today and tomorrow. So we won't be cooking again till Tuesday. Right, Joe? And I'm gonna go to church later this evening for 6 o'clock because it's first Sunday, and I'm gonna get communion again from my mom. What I've been doing is saving my communion for her and then sharing Joe's communion with him. And I told the elder that's trying to be our friend what I was doing, and he says, no, you take an extra one for your mom. And I said, well, I didn't want to steal inside church. And then he says, no, I gave you permission to take it, and if anybody questions you, tell them I said. And so I'm glad I'm going to be able to get one for my mom, and then I can take my own, because you know communion is the meal that heals. So I want mine too. I got my belt. Peanuts. That's where you always have to go and get your peanuts. That's where you always have to go and get your peanuts. So
done.
So Joe doesn't buy peanuts from no place else but the swap meet, right? $2, right? $2 peanuts, $2. You guys believe how dreary this day is? I mean, I'm not complaining because it's cool, but I'm the kind of person that loves the sun. I don't worship the sun. I don't sunbathe and stuff like that. But I like when the sun is out. It really affects my emotions. When the sun is not out. Joe hates it hot. I love the sun. I don't like winter. I like the fall, and I like the summer. Right, Joe? I like the fall because I like when the leaves are falling. It's so pretty. Joe doesn't like that either because he's the one that has to clean up the leaves. So, Angie, I want to talk with you, my love. I think you're the one that gave me this necklace. You know I love dragonflies. For everybody who knows me, they know I love dragonflies. In Belize, we call them needle case. In certain parts of America, they're called needle darners. But I love dragonflies because I like the beautiful wings. They remind me of angels. But I wear the stuff you guys give me, okay? I really and truly love and appreciate it. But Angie, I want to talk with you about this mess going on Facebook. I feel like you have an enemy. I mean, somebody doesn't have anything better to do than to contact Facebook and talk about your pictures are violating the nudity clause or whatever. I mean, how ridiculous is that? I see sex on Facebook. I don't click on the videos because I'm so afraid for that stuff to be shared from my name and for somebody to think I'm watching that perversion. But it's like, come on already. Leave Angie alone. And Angie, I want you to know that before I even saw that, I did a clip in my banana nut muffins that I'm gonna upload right now for Monday night, where I really celebrated you, but I'm not using the clip because unfortunately I scraped the banana off of the plate with a fork, and that's like a no-no. That's like cooking, YouTube cooking 101. Never scrape the bowls and stuff with things that can really wreak havoc in people's ears, because a lot of people look at your shows on their mobile device and they have headphones in and it really hurts. So I'm not going to use the clip because I can't turn that noise of the plate and the fork down and then you can still hear my voice, because I don't record on 2 different channels like some people do. They record their audio on one channel and their video on another channel. But anyways, Angie, I'm gonna play the clip right now for you guys to see what I said about Angie. If you have headphones in, this is the point you want to take them out and just play them regular. I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip so you guys can see what I said about Angie. And in the future, I am gonna put it again at the cooking show because I have more viewers and subscribers there, okay? So take a listen right now, guys. I want to take this time to celebrate one of my viewers / subscriber, Angie Spada from Australia. Angie was my very first friend. She may not have been the first subscriber or the first viewer, but my very first friend that I made while doing YouTube. And it just kind of crossed my mind right now that I really and truly appreciate everything that Angie does for me. And I think I need to take this opportunity to say so on camera. For those of you that are doing YouTube, if you can get a viewer or a subscriber like Angie, you should be so lucky, okay? Because Angie always comments, she always likes, she always shares, and always offers advice. And I say advice because it's not criticism, okay? Whatever Angie tells you, it's something that can make the thing better or make you better. She actually has a Facebook group that she's running. She's been running it for quite some time now. And it's about motivational fitness. And you guys could go and check it out. And when you go there, tell her that Barbara from the Bear Pantry Show sent you. Because I really think she's doing wonderful things. We recently in February started working on our fitness again. And Angie's the person, I would say Angie's the most fit person that I know beside my son Jory. And she never ever like makes you feel bad because of the fitness level that you're starting at, okay? You can be like huge and unfit and Angie will always let you know that you can do it. You know, that you can actually do this. So I really and truly appreciate her, and I wanted to take this opportunity to celebrate her. And I'm going to be doing that often at the show for my viewers and my subscribers, especially the ones that comment a lot, because then if you comment, I know who you are. And I'm going to be giving you not just shout outs, but celebrating you. So on this episode with the banana muffins, I'm celebrating Angie Spada. Shout out to you, Angie. I know you're watching, and I know that you did not expect this. But we here at the Greenwich household and at the Bear Pantry Show really love and appreciate you. And we send out hugs and kisses to Maddie, your daughter, and say hello to your husband, okay? So let's continue with my little muffins here, guys. All right, so that's what I feel about Angie. Angie was the first friend that I made in YouTube. I believe Marie is the second friend, both from Australia. When I upload my videos, I upload with the consciousness that I am uploading for my Australian people. That's why I upload at nighttime, because I know it's like daytime for you guys at that time. And you guys are the ones that comment. I'm not trying to like renege on my American people, because you guys come into, especially Calandra. And I really appreciate the comments. If I didn't get comments from you guys, I think I would quit YouTube. It's too much hard work, you know, and not to get your loving feedback, especially when I get the hateful feedback. You know, some of the people are so hateful with their comments. I had a person write me and wrote me like a dissertation
coming out
on the one of the fudge that I made. Okay. And you know, they were, Daddy, watch your scar. They were trying to tell me that the temperature was too high. I mean, they were saying legit things. Don't get me wrong. They were saying legit things about how to make the fudge and stuff, things that I can learn from. But the way they started every paragraph was like, you said you can take criticism, so. And every paragraph started that way. And it's like, why do you have to keep saying that? You know, are you offering me advice? Because there's a difference between advice and criticism. And that's what I said about Angie just now. Angie never criticizes, and Angie, your pictures are beautiful, and I know where you've come from, and I know how hard you've worked to get to that. It's because of you that I constantly work on my fitness. I've been working on my fitness since I was 10 years old, okay? I lose, I fail, I do good, I pass, I look good at certain parts in my life, and right now I wasn't gonna join the gym. As a matter of fact, I'm still not a gym member. Joe's the member and he takes me with him. My mindset when Joe joined the gym was that I'm probably not gonna go. So, you know, you just join and I'll come as a guest now and again. Now I'm as a guest every day. That when Joe got the bronchitis, I wanted to go change his membership and put him down to the $10 membership, because he doesn't use the spa part of the gym, and just pay for my own membership for $10 a month. And I'm going and I'm getting stronger, and I'm not ready to show you my arms yet, but one of these days I'm going to take the video now of my arms at 4 months of going to the gym. Huh?
You're still flying away, huh?
Shut up, Joe. I'll punch you in the face. Let me tell you something, Angie. I used to wear sleeves like this all the time on the show, and when my dad told me one day, don't wear short sleeves, he didn't have to say nothing else, just his tone and the way he skinned up his face to tell me not to wear short sleeves, that it just really broke my heart. And I was gonna buy Kathy and the Jimmy sleeves, you know, that actress that's selling those sleeves for people who have the flappy arms like I do. And I decided I'm gonna approach it from the reverse, and I'm gonna work on my arms. And Angie, you're the one that motivated me to do all of this, so your fitness group really has helped me.
And I sing hallelujah.
What? You were singing hallelujah?
Hallelujah, I'm set free. Sunday morning, wake up early, skip church service to find my Jesus. I know it sounds so sacrilegious, but I just don't belong in a place like that. I love the cause, but not the act. 'Cause Jesus was a friend and not a judge. Loved the sinners as much as he loved the little ones. That man was love and not an act. And I sing hallelujah. Hallelujah, I'm set free.
You know, I kind of got sidetracked when I was in the car at the gas station telling you guys about that one person that was writing to me. But look at this one. This is some of the crap I get. An overweight home chef with a medical alert bracelet promoting Belize food that is grossly unhealthy. This is so sad. Why that person doesn't put a picture, I won't know. So this is my response. Your attitude is the lowest form of ignorance. You have no clue as to why I wear a medical alert bracelet. You automatically assume that it's because I have one of the trifecta of ailments that plague most people today: sugar, pressure, or cholesterol. Happy to say I have a clean bill of health. I wish the day would come when you could love yourself the way I love myself. Life is too short for you to harbor this much hate and anger. And then I was going to put, I suppose you're vegan. So the kids were like, you're going to get lynched, Mom, right? I'm going to get lynched if I call him a vegan? I so woke Jada up from her nap just to come see this crap with this D. Donaldson. You know, I very seldom answer these idiots. But this guy, I'm assuming this is a guy. What do you think? It's a guy, Jada? Jada thinks it's a girl. Because remember I told you guys earlier, I told them, your attitude is the lowest form of ignorance. And it's not like I don't tell the people who watch my show.
Obviously there's something wrong with themselves if you're going to take time out of your day just to downgrade somebody.
And you know, Jada, don't I tell everybody, be careful, don't eat too much of this, share this with your friends, because this is not good. And so, you know, I'm assuming this person is like the lowest form of veganism that there is, honestly, because there are some good vegans that are into health, but there are some vegans that treat veganism as a cult and they cut everybody else down in between. That's like the lowest form of vegan that there is.
And everything you do, though, even meat lovers, there's some meat lovers
that's
that look
true.
at vegetarians like, oh my god, you don't eat
and hate them, right?
Yeah, and then it's just like...
So this is what they put, the famous tropical sparring. There are no varying degrees of ignorance, which means lack of knowledge. Oh,
well, obviously they've pissed off a Belizean before.
I think it's a Belizean that hurt him. I hope she did it good. Or he did it good.
Or whatever.
And then they start talking about, Jada, where's the spot here? A debate on the correlation between good health and food has always been contested topic in Belize. But the way they said the Caribbean sparring, it seems like it's somebody else from another one of the Caribbean countries. Because you know that prejudice happens too in the Caribbean countries. You know, Jamaicans think they're better than Belizeans. Belizeans think they're better than Jamaican and Trinidadians or whatever.
No, this is an American that thinks we're stupid.
No, this is an American that thinks we're stupid? Oh, okay. So it's one of those.
No other tropical person would call it the famous tropical sparring.
Yeah, with your major beauty and your serious cooking skills, the fact that you have a wide audience, oh my God, I received that into my bones, my wide audience. That's what I'm dying for. You could have promoted a healthier form of Belize, and they get into, you know, whole wheat instead of white. I mean, come on already. No grains are good based on the book that we're following. No grains are good. So who really knows the answer?
You know what? I'd rather be happy and fat than, you know.
And then this is the kick in the teeth. Namaste. By the way, no response needed. Hello? You don't poke the sleeping bear and then say no response needed.
And don't say namaste, because that's a legit cool religion that's based off of peace and tranquility.
I mean, this person woke up and just decided that they hate me. Do you think it's another YouTuber that's trying to get their start and they hate my little 17,000 that I struggled for 4 years to make?
No, it's just a sad person who got cussed out by a Belizean before. Meh.
Oh, by the way, Joe, you look cute. You look cute. You take that?
I look cute.
You take that?
I never look like monkey. They got some cute little monkey there.
That's another one, Belize thing, Calandra. Belize people don't like for you to tell them they look cute, especially their brand new babies. Oh, the baby's so cute. They don't like for you to say that because there's an underlying innuendo that cute means they look like a monkey. And so
they got some cute little monkeys.
They do, though. They do. It doesn't bother me. I've lived in America long enough that I know that cute doesn't have any connotations in America.
Well, let me call me what you want, that's all.
Just don't call you late for your money, huh?
For my food.
And for your food. Happy Monday morning, Joe.
Happy Monday morning to you. It's not happy because I gotta come to work on Monday.
I know, but we have to wait for pickup and delivery, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyways, this is the update. It's Monday morning, July the 6th. Did I put July? I put July on that check, right? Let me see. I know I'm getting, yeah. Anyways, I had an opportunity to talk to Mom today. By the way, she's doing real good today. And I was reading the back and forth on that fight that was going on YouTube between that stupid D. Donaldson and me. And this is her discerning, okay? She says, that sounds like someone who left Belize like 1,000,000 years ago and came to America like back in the 60s. And got very, very educated and went back to Belize with all his smarts and his education and tried to cram it down people's throats. and they probably just blew him off and go whatever, because that's what Belizeans do. When you've been away for so long and you go back, most of the time you're not welcome. You're treated like a traitor. You know, you left, so how dare you come and tell us anything? And because of some of the stuff that he says, like when he said here, the famous tropical sparring. So he's debated another Belizean before. I don't have any trouble with vegans. You know, when I meet somebody who's vegan or vegetarian, I never force my will upon them. I will tell them this cookie has butter, it has milk, it has eggs, and I'll tell them what's in the food before they even ask me, because I want to make sure that they're compliant with what they believe. I have a couple in my life where the husband's vegetarian and the wife is vegan, and the vegetarian husband can eat more of the items that I cook than the wife can. And I tell them, this has this. Props to them if that's what they want to do. If they feel healthier being vegan, then of course I'm gonna always promote that. When I made my YouTube cooking show, I never made it the healthy cooking show. You know, I made it the foods that I know how to make, and simple things, because let me tell you, when you're starving and you don't have income coming in, you can't eat vegan. You can't eat vegetarian, you can't eat organic, you can't eat any of those styles, because you got to eat what's there, and what's there readily accessible is white flour and baking powder and water, and you can make fried jacks. So that's the recipe that he had issue with. And you know what? That's the recipe that I would love for everybody to learn how to make. And I always let my viewers know that these are not things that you can eat every day and not expect to have some kind of health issue. I'm not going to be the next Paula Deen to where I'm going to be eating all this butter and salt and this and that and then fall ill and keep it secret. You know what I mean? I always warn my people, this is a sometime thing. If you don't have somebody to share it with, make less, put it up in the freezer, eat it another week later. So I've been very diligent in what I do at my show. So this person coming here to pick me a fight with me was just like really stupid. So my mom says that's exactly what it is. That somebody who came here, got overly educated, went back to Belize, tried to show them the right way. They don't want to learn anything from you. And so basically now he comes and he lashes out at me. Because definitely I don't know this. I think it's a dude. The name is D. Donaldson. Definitely I don't know him, and for him to come and lash out at me, definitely I knew right away in my spirit that he was angry at somebody else. So in the long run, I just told him, I knew from the beginning you're a nasty, hateful vegan, and you know, piss off, so to speak. So he never came back and responded, and every time he tells me off, he'll say, by the way, no response needed. I'm like, are you crazy? That's definitely a dude, because only dudes fight like that, right? So, Joe's laughing over there. Oh, Josie, what's wrong with your back? Waiting to see the therapist. What's Joe doing? Sleeping. He has no shame about it either, huh?
No shame. It's not like we do this every day.
So we have chicken. Doing really, really well with my exercises, right, Joe? And she gave me some harder ones to do.
What she made it get?
She went to go print it out. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and please check out my other two channels, the product review channel, Bear Pantry Talk, and the cooking show, The Bear Pantry Show, where you will find over 100 Belizean recipes.